Good morning, students. I hope you are fine and fair. Students, in previous lecture we have discussed about different type of angles, pair of angles. Now we have to discuss about when two parallel lines are there and these parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. You know the property of parallel lines. If two lines are there or more than two lines are there and they are maintaining equal distance at distinct point, so they will never meet either to left side or right side or front side and back side. They will maintain equal gap between them. Suppose railway tracks are there, you may observe this is a simple example of parallel lines. You may observe these two lines, these two tracks go parallel, they do not meet one to another. So on the track of that the train moves very easily. So this one is simple example of parallel lines. Means when the distance between these two tracks are maintained equal from beginning to the last. In this way this track itself is example of parallel lines. If two parallel lines are there or more than two parallel lines are there, a transversal is there. What property of transversal? A transversal is a line which intersects two or more than two lines at a distinct point. So that line is called what? A transversal. In this way, if two parallel lines are here and these two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal at two distinct points, so there would be formation of 8 angles. You may observe here 4 angles are upside and 4 angles are downside. You may mark here angle number 1, angle number 2, angle number 3, angle number 4, angle number 5, angle number 6. Further, angle number 7, angle number 8. In this way, total 8 angles are there and these 8 angles are constructed when two lines are given in a plane and these lines AB and CD are parallel and the role of PQ is a transversal. Now, some of the angles are called corresponding angles. Some are called alternate angles. Some are co-interior or co-exterior. How to identify? Let us discuss about it. Now you may observe the direction of angle 1 is where? In this direction. The direction of angle 2 is, it is proceeding to this direction. The angle 3 is proceeding here. The angle number 4 is proceeding here. Again angle 5 is proceeding here. Angle 6 is opening here, angle 7 is opening here, and angle 8 is to this side. Now they are opening their mouth into different directions and that's why they vary from one another. Each angles are separate angles and they are varying from one to another. So you may observe, firstly we will talk about corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? You may observe corresponding means the persons who are going in the same directions. So those persons are called corresponding persons. This very concept will be applied here. We will observe the direction of the angle. If both the angles are going in the same direction, so they are corresponding angles. You may observe corresponding of one is angle 5. You may observe 1 is going to this direction, 5 is going also in the same direction, angle 2 is going in this direction, angle 6 is also going in the same direction, angle 3, angle 7, angle 4 and angle 8. These are pair of angles and they are proceeding in the same direction. So corresponding of angle 1 is angle 5, corresponding of angle 2 is angle 6, corresponding of angle 3 is angle 7, corresponding of angle 4 is angle 8. In this way, how many pair of corresponding angles are there? So there are 4 pairs. What are those? Angle 1, angle 5 first pair, angle 2, angle 6 second pair, angle 3, angle 7 third pair, and the last pair is angle 4 and angle 8. In this way, we have 4 pairs of corresponding angles. So these are talking about corresponding angles. Now we will discuss about alternate angles. Suppose one is going eastbound and second one is going westbound, means opposite direction. If mouths are opening to opposite side, so those are called alternate angles. You may observe the direction of angle 4 is, it is going this like this, and angle 6 is going just opposite. So alternate of 4 is angle 6, alternate of angle 3 is angle 5, 3 is going this direction and 5 is going just opposite. Angle 1 is going this direction, so angle 7 is going this direction, angle 2 is going there, angle 8 is going just opposite. In this way, what opposite directions are there? If all these combinations, all these pairs are combined, so these are the combination of alternate angles. So alternate of angle 1 is angle 7, alternate of angle 2 is angle 8, alternate of angle 4 is angle 6, alternate of angle 3 is angle 5. In this way, 4 combination of pairs of angles are there, which are alternate angles. What are those? First pair is angle 1 and angle 7, second pair is angle 2 and angle 8, third pair is angle 3 and angle 5, and fourth pair is angle 4 and angle 6. In this way, we observe that there are 4 pairs of alternate angles also. You may observe what basic difference between corresponding angles and alternate angles are there. So it is quite obvious that corresponding angles are going in the same direction. So very easily we may observe the angles which are moving in the same direction, so they are pair of corresponding angles. If both are going in the opposite directions, so such pairs are known as pair of alternate angles. In this way, we can discriminate the difference between corresponding angles and alternate angles. And third property is there, co-interior or co-exterior. So for this purpose, we have to take transversal. We go to left hand side, we go to right hand side of transversal. You may observe this one is right hand side of transversal and this one is left hand side of transversal. Now we observe two angles, 4 and 5 are there. You may observe 4 and 5 are there. So these are co-interior angles. Both are interior angles to the same side of transversal. Since these are interior angles, so these are called co-interior angles. Similarly, same side of transversal to right hand side, exterior angles are there, 1 and 8. So these are co-exterior angles. Again go to left hand side, two interior angles are there, 3 and 6. See, 3 and 6. This is co-interior angle to left hand side of transversal. Again two angles are there, a pair is there outside. So these are co-exterior angles. If you add angle 4 and angle 5, so what are being added here? Co-interior angles are added. If both the angles are added, so that will be equal to 180 degree. Means co-interior angles are supplementary. We will prove later on. Again, co-exterior angles. If one and angle 8 is added, so that will also equal to 180 degree. Means co-exterior angles are also supplementary. We go to left hand side of transversal. Now see, angle 3 plus angle 6, both are added, so that will also be equal to 180 degree. If we add angle 2 and angle 7, means co-exterior angles are added, and that will also result 180 degree. What meaning is there? The third and most important property is there. Co-interior angles or co-exterior angles are supplementary. to the same side of transversal. This term is very prominent here. Same side of transversal, we are talking about either left side of transversal or to right side of transversal. So we decide co-interior or co-exterior on the basis of this transversal. This will decide which angles are co-interior angles and which are co-exterior angles to left side as well as right hand side. In this way, we have three properties. Property number one, corresponding angles are equal. Second property is there, alternate angles are equal. And third property is there, co-interior angles or co-exterior angles to a side of transversals is supplementary. These three prominent properties are there, and we will try to prove property number second and property number third as a form of theorem and converse of theorem. These will be discussed later on, and we will observe how alternate angles are equal, how co-interior or co-exterior angles, the sum of co-interior or the sum of co-exterior angles are supplementary. We have to prove as a form of theorems and converse of theorems. In this way, we have to study two theorems and the converse of both the theorems, and these are given in this concerned topic which we are discussing today. So let us discuss one by one. Now let us prove theorem number first. This one is theorem number first, and figure is given here. What is given? L and M both are parallel lines, and this one is transversal angle, line P is transversal, L and M are parallel lines. These two lines are in a plane, and these both the lines are intersected by a transversal. So there is formation of 8 angles, you may observe here. Now we have to prove that alternate angles are equal. Alternate interior, we are talking about alternate interior angles, and we have to show that these alternate interior angles are equal. Means angle 3 equals angle 5, angle 4 equals angle 6. So what are these? These are pair of alternate angles. Pair of alternate angles 3, 5 and 4, 6. These are pair of alternate interior angles, and we have to show that how angle 3 equals angle 5 and how angle 4 equals angle 6. This is the theorem to be proved here. Now you may observe what is property number 1. Property number 1 tells that if two lines are intersected by transversal, so corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles means those who are opening in the same side, so they will be equal. And this one is second property which is going to be proved. Two parallel lines are there, and both the lines are intersected by transversal. So we have to prove that angle 3 equals angle 5 and angle 4 equals angle 6. That is, alternate angles are equal. How to prove? Let us discuss about. So this is given part. This one is to prove, and what proof is there? We have to note down under heading of proof. Now we have, you may observe here, angle 1 equals what? Angle 5. Can we write this? We have angle 1 equals angle 5. What region is there? Angle 1 and angle 5. Both are what? Both the angles are corresponding angles. See, opening of this one is this direction and opening of this one is also in the same direction. So angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. So what value of angle 1 is there? Same value will be of angle 5. If this one is 120 degree, so this will also be 120 degree. It means both the values will be equal. And what region is there? Both the angles are corresponding angles. On the basis of correspondence, both the angles are equal. So what to do? We have to note down. We have, what do we have? Angle 1 equals angle 5, and you have to write why angle 1 is equal to angle 5. You have to quote their region also. If you are not putting or quoting the region of this one, so your verification is incomplete and marks may be deducted. So region is must. Inside the bracket you will write Why? Both the angles are equal. So what reason is there? Both are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. This is the reason, and this will be behaved as equation number 1. This will be marked as equation number 1. Now see, we have to create another equation on the basis of vertically opposite angles. You may observe vertically opposite angle of angle 1 is which angle? This will be angle 3. So we may say that angle 1 and angle 3 are also equal. So we may write angle 1 equals angle 3, and here we have to note down and comma angle 1 equals angle 3. What reason is there? Angle 1 equals angle 3. So we have studied about pair of angles. In that context, we have studied about vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angle of 1 is angle 3. Vertically opposite angles are equal. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 3, and what reason will be there? So this will be vertically opposite angle V dot O dot A. V dot means vertically, O dot means opposite, A dot means angles. VOA means vertically opposite angles, and this will be behaved as equation number 2. Now equation number 1 and equation number 2 both will be what? Compared here. Angle 1 equals angle 5, angle 1 equals angle 3. Things which are equal to the same thing are also equal. Angle 5 is equal to 1, angle 3 equal to angle 1. Both angle 5 and angle 3 are equal to the same angle. In this way, they have no direct relation, but indirectly both are equal. And what reason will be there? Things which are equal to the same thing are equal. So equation number 1 and equation number 2 implies angle 3 equals angle 5. And what reason will be there? Things which are equal to the same thing are equal, or by comparing equation number 1 and 2. So you may write here reason comparing. In this way, one pair of alternate angles are proved here equal. Now we have to prove second pair of also. So 4 and 6 will be considered. How can we take 4 and 6 here? Now you may take angle 2, direction of angle 2 is what? It is going to this side. Angle 6 is also going to the same side. See. So a relation is there. Both the angles are going in the same direction. Angle 2, angle 6, both are going in the same direction, means both are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are equal. So angle 2 will be equal to angle 6. And what reason will be there? Both are corresponding angles, a pair of corresponding angles. So what can we write it down? Similarly, we can note down. Similarly, we have angle 2 equals angle 6. And what region will be noted down here? You have to quote the region. Both the angles are corresponding angles. This relation is considered as relation number 3rd, and this new relation will be considered as relation number 4 or equation number 4. You will mark there equation number 4. Again see, angle 2 and 4, are they related? So definitely they are vertically opposite angles. So we may write there again angle 2 equals angle 4 also, because both are vertically opposite angles. Angle 2 equal to angle 6. What reason is there? Both the angles are corresponding angles. Now angle 2 and angle 4 both are equal. Why? Because both are vertically opposite angles. So we may write there again, and angle 2 is also equal to angle 4. And what reason is there? Both the angles are vertically opposite angles. Now you may observe there, this one is equation number 5. Now 4 and 5 will be compared. What result can be done from 4 and 5? You may observe 2 equals angle 6 and 2 is also equal to angle 4. So things which are equal to the same things are equal one another. So 6 is equal to angle 2, 4 is also equal to under 2. So what direct relation is there? Direct relation of angle 6 is to angle 2. Direct relation of angle 4 to 2 is there. But there is no direct relation of angle 4 and 6. Indirectly we can establish the relation between 6 and 4. Both are equal also because both are equal to the same thing. So equation number 4 and equation number 5 implies angle 4 equals angle 6. And how do we get this result? This one is by comparing. Now this one is relation number 6. You may observe here relation number 3rd and relation number 6. Both the relations will be seen here. Relation number 3rd and relation number 6. Just see what result can be drawn from 3rd and 6. 3rd is saying angle 3 equal angle 5 and 6 is indicating angle 4 equals angle 6. Relation number 3rd says that angle 3 equals angle 5 and relation number 6 indicates angle 4 equals angle 6. What meaning is there? Which type of pairs are there? These are pairs of alternate angles, alternate interior angles. It means equation number 3rd and 6 implies alternate angles or alternate interior angles are equal. Equation number 3rd, now 3rd and 6 implies alternate angles are equal, and this one is required there. So at last you will note down, hence proved. In this way we have proved theorem number 1. Now converse of theorem is there. You are given sufficient time to note down this one. Either take the screenshot or note down so that we may start just converse of this theorem. Now theorem number 2nd, it is converse of theorem number 1st. This one is converse of theorem number 1st. Now you may observe what is given. Angle 3 equals angle 5 and angle 4 equals angle 6. We have to show that both the lines are parallel. Condition is given. Now see what condition is given. First condition is given. We have angle 3 equal to angle 5. How? This one is given. So you have to note down given. This one is equation number 1. Angle 3 equals angle 5. Which is given there. Now you may observe this angle 3 here to angle 1 also. What region is there? They are vertically opposite angles. This angle to this one, it is vertically opposite angle. Angle 3 is equal to angle 5. This one is given condition. So angle 3 equals angle 5. This one is given. This is equation number 1. Again, angle 3 equals angle 1. So we have to note down angle 3 equals angle 1. 3 is equal to 1. Why? Because these are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. This one is equation number 2nd. Now compare equation number 1 and 2nd. What will be there? 1 and 2nd implies things which are equal to the same thing. Means angle 5 equals angle 3, angle 1 equals also angle 3. It means both angles 1 and 5 are equal to the same thing, angle 3. It means what? Angle 5 and angle 1 are equal. Angle 5 equal to angle 1. This one is equation number 3rd. Clear? This is drawn from 1 and 2. This result is drawn from angle 1 and 2. Now see, angle 5 is equal to angle 1. Angle 5 equals angle 1. See, angle 5 equal to angle 1. So which type of angles are equal here? Which type of angles are equal by the result? Angle 5 equal to angle 1. So which types of angles are equal? So very obviously you may observe these are corresponding angles. So this implies corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. If corresponding angles are equal, it will be possible only when both the lines in a plane are parallel. Otherwise, it will not be possible. If you want to show that both the lines in a plane are parallel, how do you show? You can show by showing that corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles will be equal only when both the lines in a plane are parallel. This is the condition. Only then corresponding angles are equal. If corresponding angles are equal, this implies both the lines. And which lines are there in plane? So line L and line M. Both are in a plane. So this implies L and M, both the lines are parallel. And this one is required. Both the lines are parallel here. And what condition is there? Angle 3 equals angle 5. Angle 4 equals angle 6. So we have shown that one pair of corresponding angles are equal. In the place of angle 3 and 5, you may take angle 4 is equal to angle 6, and anyhow you show second pair of corresponding angles are also equal. So you have to show by taking only one pair, either 3 equals 5 or angle 4 equals angle 6. Both the pairs will not be taken. Only once we have to prove that a pair of corresponding angles are equal. If corresponding angles are equal, so definitely the lines which are lying in the plane are parallel. So L will be parallel to line M. In this way, we have proved line L equals line M. This one is converse of theorem number first. Now you are advised to note down or take the screenshot of this one.